We're in finals right now, and no matter what, it's sort of a built-in rest period. But it's interesting. Sometimes they row better in finals, I think, because they're not thinking about rowing. Definitely, your head is your biggest enemy most of the time. As a coach, half the time we're just running on fumes, so don't worry about our heads. We don't have to worry about it. But the athletes themselves, being the academics and intellectuals that they are, think way too much. And we don't have a problem if they want to talk to us about practice afterward. There's not a lot of that right now, but it's just better just leave, go home. You know the Matrix, remember? What was her name? The Oracle, right? You went in there. I've said this before, the spin bending kids and all that weird, or spoon bending kids, you remember that? And then eventually she says, you won't remember any of this when you leave. That's what it should be, the Matrix, when you leave. Just forget about what's going on. And for whatever reason, in practice, it seems to be, at finals, it's more that way. So that's good, real good. And this weekend, we have done progressively for the last few years, as I've said this many times, stock chartish. 5 out of 6 years we were in the top 4, I guess, somewhere in the late. I've been here long enough that I can talk like that. Somewhere, in the last century. But it was I believe it was 2013. We might have been 8th, and then in 2014 we were 9th. 2015 we were 12th. So that's a trend that needs to be stopped, and I'm pretty confident it will be. So hopefully we'll start going back the other way this year. From what I can see, when you've done that for a while, you start to question, am I really seeing it? And Bebe has embraced the technology a little more than I have, which is good because technology can be extremely helpful to take you to the next level. But we haven't bothered to go because when we went back to kindergarten for a while, and now we're trying to get back to primary and then middle school and so on. But her group is more advanced, so she's looking for any edge she can. We just want to go straight and set the boat up and balance and go fast. It's a little different. And I'm confident we have some guys that are doing that now, but we'll wait for the technology when I'm a little more confident that we're a little faster than we are. Even though Bebe, she absolutely destroyed the Eastern sprints for us today. She said she was looking out her window, and we went by, and they looked pretty good. That was it. That was the kiss of death. Thank you, Bebe. Appreciate that. It's far better to just say, I don't know about it, and shake your head. And that's the way I work. I'm very superstitious. There's no question. But hopefully, Bebe, you'll be proven right.
What's going to be the toughest part about the sprints?
Well, the heats. There's 16 or 17, depending on the event. And boom, it's only 2 go to the grand final. That's the top 6. So it's an absolute – you don't even think about the second race. There's no point. You've got to be in or near the lead. It's a mile and a quarter, for those who don't know, 2,000 meters. And it's as hard as you possibly have rowed all year, at about halfway. And then from there, if you can qualify no matter what, you can barely walk. They can barely walk afterward. Guys are getting out, stumbling around. They call ambulances occasionally because it hurts that bad. And then people go into the water to cool their legs off, and you'll see guys about an hour afterward just sitting in the water's pretty cold. It's probably 55, sitting in there trying to recover. But you feel a lot better about it if you can qualify for the grand final.
With what you described, and how hard it is for these athletes to do what they do and then recover and go again. I mean, are they half crazy? Gluttons for punishment, aren't they?
Yeah, which is so strange because it generally our guys are pretty good students. I mean, you notice you go to the athletic awards thing and like the women's rowing thing, it takes about 2/3 of the entire show to get through all their names of all the awards that they've won. And the women, as a rule, do a little better than we do academically, but we're still one of the top teams. So it's theoretically smart people doing it. I don't get it. I don't understand either. But I think part of it is to try to figure it out sport. Smart people want to, and if you can get lured, it's very appealing for those people to try to figure out what's happening and how to, this thing that looks so easy, simple at least. People always say how beautiful it looks. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's hell, basically. It's very, very difficult to do at a high level. But the better you get, the less it seems to hurt. So